Morning, y'all, and welcome back to the kitchen. It feels good to be back in the kitchen again because this is my happy place. I'm going to make us some jalapeno sweet potato soup today. Now, there's a place I like to go. It's out from Waco, Texas at Elmont. It's called Homestead Heritage. And it's just a peaceful group of people that they make cheese, they spin yarn on old spinning things, they have a blacksmith shop, they have a pottery shop, it's just, and you can go and look at everything, and then they have a little cafe where you can have lunch. And they have a soup that's sweet potato jalapeno, and I bought their cookbook because it had that recipe in it. So, I've been making this for several years, but I thought, well, you know, it just feels like soup weather to me. Of course, I've told y'all it's soup weather every day with me. But we're going to make the jalapeno soup, and I'm just going to bring y'all along to watch how to do it so you can make some at your house. First thing you do is melt 4 tablespoons of butter in a large pot and add your 6 strips of cut up bacon and a large onion. And you cook that until the onion is clear. And then we're going to add some more ingredients. But I'm going to bring y'all over to the stove where you can watch what's going on. And we'll get our soup made. And I bet y'all going to want to try it because it's really different and it's really good. I've got a pretty big pot. And the reason is I'm going to use my immersion blender directly. And I wanted to, I didn't want it splashing back up everywhere. So I'm going to put my butter in and get it melted, and then when it's melted we'll add the onions and the bacon and get our onions to cooking. Okay, I'm adding in my bacon and my onions. I'll get them. Now I just take my bacon and I use my kitchen scissors and I just cut it in little pieces. It's easier to me than trying to do it with a knife. So, get my bacon in and get it all separated. And I'll add my onions in. That is a strong onion. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to let those cook until the onions are clear. And then we'll go to the next step. Okay, my onions have cooked and my bacon is cooking. So now I'm going to add garlic. And I didn't show y'all, but I had everything prepped ahead of time. 4 cloves of garlic going in. And I'm just going to cook that for a minute or two till I can smell it. Because you don't want to burn it. It gets bitter if you cook it too much. And I'm cooking on a low fire, so it's going to be just fine. I'll let that cook a little bit. And then we're going to add 8 cups of chicken broth. And I've got it heating where they'll cook quicker. And about 5 pounds of cut up sweet potatoes, yams. And we'll put that in. And we're also going to add jalapenos that are chopped, some cumin, and some salt. And we're going to bring it to a boil and let it cook till the potatoes are soft. And then we're going to, what the recipe says is to take half of it out and blend it and put it back in and then mash what's left in there where it'll have some texture. Well, I'm just going to use my immersion blender and just kind of halfway blend all of it. I'm not going to take it and put it in a blender. So then we're going to add half and half cilantro and pepper at the end and taste and season accordingly. So let me let this garlic cook and then we'll add the sweet potatoes and the broth. I was going to show y'all I had cut my sweet potatoes in chunks, and that's pickled jalapenos that you use, a half a cup chopped. So you chop them and then measure them. And cilantro, and then my salt and my cumin and my black pepper and my half and half. I've got everything waiting, and it'll all be in there shortly. Alright, I'm going to add in my broth that I've been heating here. and my sweet potatoes. And it'll take about 20. The recipe says 30 minutes. I'm going to cut my fire up to medium. Well, let's see. I'm going to add in my salt and my cumin. And my yams, sweet potatoes, whatever you want to call them. And we'll just let them cook until they're soft. Then I'll bring you back and show you what else we're going to do. I forgot to add in my jalapenos while the sweet potatoes are cooking. That's the pickled jalapenos. And you need a half a cup chopped. Okay, it's all bubbling and simmering, and the potatoes are getting a little bit soft, so we'll be finishing it up here pretty soon. Okay, the potatoes are soft, so I'm going to get in here with the immersion blender and get them done. Okay, I've got it all pureed, and I'm going to add my black pepper, and it called for a lot of coarse ground black pepper. My half and half, and my cilantro. Now I chopped this on that little Tupperware power shelf because I didn't want big old leaves. It's hard to cut it with a knife and get it small enough. I do have a couple of big hunks of potatoes, so I'm going to get my potato masher like the book says and just mash those, but gonna get some plated up here. Okay, we have it all in our bowl and ready to taste and eat. Thank y'all so much for coming into the kitchen and visiting today and watching me make soup and learning a new recipe. This is a really good one, and it's different, and it's not hot. It just has a unique flavor. Y'all need to try it. I say that every time. That's because it's worked at my house, so it'll work at your house. I hope y'all are doing some meals around the table and making family time. That's very important. You have a whole bunch of recipes just on my YouTube page alone that you can use to feed your family and your friends. And there's a whole gazillion of them out there if you just scroll through YouTube. So y'all put some food on your table and gather those little lovies around and feed them and listen to them and make some lasting memories. I'll be back in a day or two with another good recipe. I've got some really cool stuff I'm going to be making. Well, I think it is, and I can't wait to do it. So share it with y'all. So come back right here in the kitchen and we'll learn something new. The good Lord bless you.